This video will demonstrate the interaction between the course website and documents there and the Histology laboratory manual that is a guide to the use and study of specimens in WebMic. And the video will focus mostly on the epithelium lab to demonstrate how you use the lab manual with WebMic. So first, I've clicked on the modules menu item on the course website, and after you read all this and you've watched the introductory lecture and you can peruse all the PDFs of the lectures in the course, and then you open up module 1, and then module 1, the first thing you can see here are the module learning outcomes. So I suggest that you go through these, print them out, or keep them handy on your computer to refer to, because this is really the essence of what you are expected to learn during this module in the lectures and the laboratory exercises. So let's continue on that page. And what you have here is the activities during this module. Now I want to go to the course syllabus and schedule, because you have that same information in the course summer schedule of assignments. So here, if we scroll down and we go to the first module, you're going to see this same table that shows the activities that you will be expected to complete during module 1, the lectures and the labs. So I'm going to go back up here, and that opens in a separate window, and it's a PDF that you can save to a computer or print out. And so now let's go back to the module folder and go to module 1, where we were, and we looked at the learning outcomes. Here's information about this. Now this is your guide. You can use that assignment schedule that I showed you just now, or refer to this. And the lab 1 is really the orientation to WebMic. That means opening the website and watching the video there, and then also looking through the first part of your histology laboratory exercises, and also establishing your connection to the specimens and biolucidus to study the virtual slides. And then of course you're going through the introduction lecture, and then lecture 1, 2, and 3, tissue preparations, microscopes and microscopy in the cell. Now the first lab, our histology laboratory exercises, is the tutorial and the tissue identification scene. Now the tutorial actually for in fact, I'm going to go there right now to the histology laboratory exercises, and we'll take a look at that. So you've got the plan for the laboratory exercises, the scheme for histological differentiation, diagnosis of tissues, and then epithelial tissue. So let's scroll down. You can read the acknowledgments, you can read the preface, where it basically tells you the purpose of the lab manual, and then we'll go on, and this is an orientation. Now this same information more or less is on the WebMic website, and you can read all about it there, and then the orientation to that and the tutorial. Now we have a new version of WebMic in HTML5, so the look is going to be different. So you need to rely on the video in the Help tab of the WebMic website, and all of these will be slightly different, but pretty well self-explanatory. And this shows you the architecture, that everything is in layers. Information you don't really need to know. But the first lesson you should focus on is the Unit 2, Histological Diagnosis of Tissues. And here we have a short history of histology, And then we give you an algorithm, a way to group things and differentiate between them. And in this case, it will be differentiating between the 4 basic tissues and the 2 or 3 specialized tissues. So study this very carefully, because in combination with the lecture and the lab, here you have a summation of the types of epithelium, the types of connective tissue, muscle, and nerve, which you're going to learn in this first module. And then we give you a paragraph about each of the tissues. And then after that, you have an algorithm to match up certain features of epithelium, and we give an example of that. Okay, so as you go through the manual and you go into Unit 3, that's what we're going to focus on now in combination with WebMic.